from Thomas Robinson Stadium. A couple of teams hoping to head into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the Oregon Ducks and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Handoff, Caden Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. He wants to take the top off. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Wants to throw again. Under fire. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Going for the big play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They'll go with a direct snap. Got enough for the first. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Moore. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Snap it to the back. Runs through the tackle.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on that.
He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Fourth down, Moore. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. He might want another play. Running inside. It's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Quarterback will keep it. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits and makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Makes a deep grab.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Here's a give to Durham. There's a crease. The 10. Touchdown LSU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. Fires to the tight end. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Picks up the first down. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Got a little space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and what a good job by the pass rush, getting to the QB and putting the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Tigers looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route.
Sweet. Booster.
Throwing more. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hill. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Sweet. Booster. Let it go.
Moore will throw. He uncorks one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll go with a direct snap. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play.
Ready, go!
On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He wants to change this route. Fourth down, Moore. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. That's caught. It's Durham. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Tigers want to move quickly. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Looking for a big play. Makes a catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's looking to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to Caden Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And here comes the offense on second down. A run for the quarterback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. LSU right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Complete to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Going with the counter play here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The snap sets up to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's a heat, and down he goes.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
28-29 Bills. 28-29 Bills.
Snap it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
The offense changing the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. There he goes. He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on third down there. More to throw for it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Dante Moore. With the catch, it's Johnson. Wide open on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give to Caden Durham.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They're going to leave it in the hands of their offense on fourth down from their own territory, holding the lead. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Oregon! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Still on his feet. Remember, he can return it. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, at least for the moment. But there is a flag down. And he'll bring it back. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his man, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. On target to the left. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Quickly to the tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Direct snap. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you'd love to see that.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.